Let's talk about something more advanced now. Time frames. I explained that what time frames are, that each time frame represents a time period, but you may ask, why do we have different time frames and how are they commonly used? Because I can just zoom in and out of my chart, so why do we need time frames? If you have a solid trading system, your trading frequency depends on the time frame that you're trading with. Let's assume we have a moving average crossover here. That means we have a slow moving average, a blue one, and a fast moving average, and a purple one. When the purple one crosses from upwards to downwards, the blue one, we have a sell signal, and the opposite, we have a buy signal. I can apply this indicator to these two indicators to any time frame, but the lower the time frame, the more frequently I'm going to be trading with this trading strategy. Because here is a sell signal, for example, it's a 1 minute time frame, it's 2:30 in the morning. And then at 4:30 there is another signal. And then at 5:45 there is another signal. And what I mean is that we have multiple signals during the day because we have selected a 1 minute time frame. If we try to use the same strategy using a 30-minute time frame, we're going to see that the signals are a lot less now. So we have one signal at 7 in the morning of the 9th of January. Then the other signal is at 13th of January. So it's like 2 days apart. That's the most typical reason to use time frames for your trading frequency. Something more advanced is the relationship between time frames. That's especially true for trend trading. One of the major principles of trend trading is you trade with a longer trend, with a bigger trend. So if I imagine that I'm a high frequency, or not a high frequency, I'm a day trader, and I'm using the 1 minute chart to trade. So let's go see my 1 minute chart. And I want to do a trend strategy. I need to filter my signals, or I have the option to filter my signals depending on the higher trend. So what I'm doing is I plot two charts here. I plot a 1 minute chart and I plot a 1 hour chart. I go to the 1 hour chart and I see what's the major trend. So let's assume that the moving average crossover is giving me the trend. So in this case, we have a downtrend because the purple moving average is below the blue moving average. That means that because a major time frame has a downtrend, I'm going to filter all my signals on the 1 minute chart and I'm going to only get the sell signals because I want to go with the major trend. That's the second way to use time frames. And the third and maybe more advanced way of all is to get better entries. What do I mean? If we're trading with a 1 hour chart and we want to enter the market, we decided to go short, for example, we have our trend line here. Let's draw a trend line. That's actually a pretty cool spot to enter short. So I trade the 1 hour chart, I want to enter short. Until I have the kind of confirmation I'm looking for in the 1 hour chart, I may wait a lot. And waiting is not the problem. The problem is that I might get a very bad price. I will not get the best possible price. What I can do is, now I know that because I'm on the trend line, I'm going to trade short. I can go to the 1 minute chart and I can do technical analysis in depth on the 1 minute chart. And I can, for example, I can see here the 1 minute chart trend, which is like this one. And I can comfortably see the price the way I want to. And when this trend breaks, I can enter on a very good place for the 1 hour chart. And after I finish with my analysis here and I enter, well, I can go back to my 1 hour chart and I can continue seeing my indicators. You can do that for both entry and exit. To get a better exit, you can also go to the lower time frame chart to fine-tune the exact place where you want to go. So that's a tutorial about time frames. I hope you find that interesting and it will help you understand at least how time frames are used, which is a concept that traders have difficulty understanding. So thanks.